Want to run your Django server without ever touching the terminal? Just like in PyCharm? In this video, I'll show you how to add a one-click run button inside VS Code to launch your Django server. And not just that, you'll learn how to run all the essential Django commands with a single click. So if that sounds useful, stay with me till the end. You're going to love this workflow. And I've got a bonus tip near the end that'll save you a ton of time. Without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay guys, let's create a Django project. First of all, we have to create our Python virtual environment. Okay guys, let's activate it. Now we have to install Django in our virtual environment. To do that, I'm going to execute pip install Django command, and I'm going to run this command as well to upgrade our pip. Okay, let's execute pip freeze command. You can see we installed Django successfully. Let's create our Django project. Django admin start project, and I'm name this as my project, and I'm going to include period at the end of this command and hit enter. The reason why I insert this period at the end of our command is I want to place my project and my virtual environment in the same directory. This will help us to create simple path in our project. I will explain this later, but if you are following along with me and you want to add run button to an existing Django project, don't worry guys, you can do that as well. I will show you exactly what to change. For now, keep watching this video. I'm going to type ls command. You can see my virtual environment and my project lives in the same directory. Now I'm going to open up my VS Code. Okay, I'm going to close this welcome screen. Now I'm going to create runserver.py file, runserver.py file inside my project root. So come over here and hit right click and new file, runserver.py. Hit enter, and I'm going to include this code inside this file. I'm going to import os, import sys def main os.environ set default Django settings module, Django settings module, and we are going to point our Django settings module to our my project dot settings because we named our project as my project and my project.settings. And from Django core management import execute from command line. This is the Django built-in function to commands like python manage.py run server and migrate make migrations likewise. And we want to execute from command line. We want to execute our manage.py run server command. If name main main, we include this because of we only need to run this file when we are directly run this file, otherwise we don't. Okay guys, next step is we want to create our launch.json file. To do that, let's go to this run and debug, click this run and debug button, or you can click click Ctrl Shift D, and here you can click this create a launch JSON file, just like that, and select Python debugger and Python file. Okay, now we have to change this little bit. So for the label, I like to name this as run Django server and debug by and launch, and here workspace folder runserver.py, just like that guys. So if you want to add run button to your existing project and your project lives in a different directory and your virtual environment lives in a different directory, you only have to do is hard coded this path. So you have to remove this and this, and you have to give the full path to this. I will show you how to do that as well. uh, let's come into, you can see over here runserver.py file over here, and right click on it, and you can reveal in file explorer, and here you can copy the path. Okay, copy path, copy, and come into your VS Code here, paste it, and you have to add forward slash, just like this, and you will good to go. So my project and my virtual environment lives in same directory, so I don't want to do that, and I'm going to undo my work, and this is enough. Okay guys, now we can run our Django server by only clicking this run button. Okay, if you're in this file directory, click this run and debug button, and here you can see this green play button. You can click that and you will see our Django server running. Okay guys, okay, you can also stop the server and rerun and debug. You can do whatever you want. Now you don't have to run python manage.py run server command over and over again. So only if you want to do is come into this one and hit the green play button. Okay guys, now we can also set up Django commands like python manage.py check, python manage.py make migration, create superuser commands, and we don't need to open up our terminal and type those commands over and over again. We can set up in VS Code simple script. We only have to then run those commands with a mouse click. Okay guys, I will show you that as well. Now I'm going to stop the server by clicking this red square button, and I'm going to open up my file tree over here, and I'm going to right click on .vs code, new file. This time I'm going to name this as task.json. Okay, in here you have to type this script. Follow along with me guys, later I will explain everything. Task, and we have to specify our label. Let's configure our python manage.py check command first. Django Django check type shell, because we want to run our command in our shell, and command again we have to specify this our workspace folder and bird scripts python.exe. Now we have to give our arguments. So we want to run our check command. Manage py check. Options, current working directory, and our workspace folder. group none. Presentation, we only need this reveal always, and I'm going to get rid of these guys because every time when we run this command, we want to open up our terminal and see there is errors or not. So that's why I specify reveal always, and we have to also include problem matcher. Just leave it as this, guys. Okay, now you configure your first command, which is python manage.py check command. Now to run this command, only have to do is press Ctrl Shift P and run task, and you will see this Django check, and if you click it, it will run our command. Now you can see over here our python manage.py check command is already ran, and it's printed out system check identified, no issues. So just like this, guys, you can configure as many commands as you wish. You can configure your shell command, collect static command, create superuser command, manage.py migrate, make migrations command, everything, guys. So you will save your ton of time if you done this. I've already configured essential Django commands for you already, so I will share my file with you. I created a GitHub page, and I will include it URL in this video description. Please open up and paste my code, my full code. This is my code, and this is my Gist page, and you can copy everything over here. Copy everything, copy, and you can open up your VS Code and just simply delete this and paste. I already configured many commands. You can see python manage.py check command, we already configured it together, and make migrations command and migrate command and create superuser command, Django shell command, and collect static command. So you can use my code for free, guys. You can create your Django projects and use this workflow. You will save ton of time. So now let's create a super user and migrate our database. So press Ctrl Shift P and run task. And first of all, we can again check our project. It's again printing 0, no issues. Again, I'm hitting Ctrl Shift P, run task, and I'm going to execute migrate command, migrate database. You can see over here our database is migrate. Now I'm going to run create superuser command, run task, create superuser. Okay, now I'm going to type admin. I'm not going to give any email address. I'm giving a password. Our superuser is already created. Let's run our Django server. Now you know how to do that. click this run and debug button, and you can click this green play button, and your Django server will be run. You can see it over here, and open up your favorite browser and go to you, this URL. Now you can see, guys, you successfully run Django server and your page is working fine. Now, as I promised, I'm going to give another tip for you, actually not one tip, and I have to share with you two tips that saves you ton of time. The first one is, let me stop my server and click file, go to this preferences and click settings. In here type autosave, autosave, and you can see over here I already enable autosave. If you not enable this, please enable. This will save you a ton of time, because each and every time when you make changes to your code, you don't have to press Ctrl S to save your work. If you enable autosave, it will automatically save your work, so you don't have to worry about that. And last tip is, let me show you. I'm going to close my settings. Please, if you not enable autosave, enable that. And I'm going to close this, and I'm going to close all my files, close all, and I'm going to open up a new terminal here. I'm going to name this as commands, and I'm going to type python manage py start app go. Okay, our co app is created over here, and I'm going to open up my settings.py file, settings.py file, and I'm going to register my new app that I've created in install apps. My apps, oh sorry guys, my app and co, just like this. And I'm going to open up my project level urls.py file, and here we have to include this include path, include co.urls. I think you probably know this kind of stuff. That's why I didn't explain this too much. I just include our core URLs, which is our core app URLs, to root URL. Okay guys, now I'm going to copy all of this stuff, Control A, Control C, and I'm going to right click on my core app, new file, urls.py, hit enter, and I'm going to paste this. We don't want this comment, and we don't want this as well. We don't need this include, and we will need one of the path, URL path. Okay, again root URL views dot home and name also home, just like that. We have to import our views.py file from dot import views. Okay, now we can go to our views.py file. Right, please click on control button and hover over here, and it will change like this, and click it. You will you will be redirected to your views.py file. Inside here, we have to create our home view function, home request return render request co index.html. Don't worry, guys, we didn't create this file yet. We will. Okay, please follow along with me. Okay, now we have that too. And inside our co-app, I'm going to create templates folder, and inside that templates folder, I'm going to create another folder called co. And here we have to create two files for this project. One is base.html and the other is index.html. In base, we have to create a basic HTML template, and I'm going to name my title as VS Code Django Pro Setup. Likewise, and I'm going to include our load static over here. Load static, and in here I'm going to type block content end block and block like this. And I'm going to open up my index.html. Here I'm going to extend that base.html, extend base co base.html, block content and block. Here I'm going to create a section div h1 tag hello. Okay, guys, now I'm going to run my Django server. Click this and click this. Okay, I'm going to open up my browser and it's printing hello. Now I'm going to configure a library. This will save a lot of our time when we are developing a Python Django project. So only you need to do type Django browser reload and click this Django browser reload and click this over here and copy this command. Open up your VS Code, go to this terminal and paste this and hit enter. This will install Django browser reload. Very useful Python package, guys, for our Django projects. Let's see what this does. Now I'm going to open that web page, and we already execute this command, and we have to initialize this in our project. Open up your settings.py file. Before this, sorry for that, guys, we have to stop our Django server. Stop it, and let's work on what we're doing. Third party apps. Okay, we place this and open up again this page again, and we have to copy this path, copy, open up your project level urls.py file, which is this one. In here I'm going to attach this like this, and again I'm going to open up that web page, and we have to include this in our middleware, Django middleware. Okay, copy that, copy, open up your VS Code and go to your settings.py file. Here you can see our middleware, and below please attach this. Okay, now we have to run our Django server again. It's running. Now I'm going to open up my web page we created. Okay, I'm going to open up my VS Code and index HTML. I'm going to place my VS Code over here and my browse over here so we can see the difference. Now I'm going to change this to hello from TechVistaIdea. Let's see what happened. You can see this, guys. It's already automatically reload the browser when we are changing our index.html file or any other template. Okay, so if you didn't see that, I'm going to change this again. I'm going to remove hello from. Okay, please see this. You can see it automatically refresh and apply our changes. Alright, that's a wrap. If you like this, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and don't miss my next video on setting up Tailwind CSS with Django in VS Code. Catch you in the next one.